Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Eat Up Mondays, where every single Monday I share a spiritual meal with you that prayerfully will help you to start your week off right. Listen, last Monday we talked about there's no way around the process. We don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from and what it is that you do. If you have a goal in mind, if there is a finish line in your mind that you are trying to get to, there's no way to get there without going through the process, also known as the wilderness. So this week, I wanted to talk to those, not the ones that I talked to last week about jumping out of the process that I hope prayerfully is back in the process this week, but I want to talk to the ones that you may have been sticking the process out, but there may be some things or something you're struggling with within you going through your process. So today I wanted to come out of Luke chapter 11, verses 5 through 10. So without further ado, let's dig in. Verse 5 says, "And he said unto them," this is Jesus talking, "Which of you shall have a friend and shall go unto him at midnight and say unto him, Friend, lend me 3 loaves. For a friend of mine in his journey is come to me, and I have nothing to set before him. And he from within shall answer and say, Trouble me not. The door is now shut, and my children are with me in bed. I cannot rise and give thee. I say unto you, though he will not rise and give him because he is his friend, yet because of his importunity, he will rise and give him as many as he needeth." That word importunity is so important. That's where we get the word importune. That word means to trouble with request. In other words, keep on asking, to annoy, to urge persistently or repeatedly. The word persistency or persist means to stand, to endure, to continue, to refuse to give up when faced with opposition or difficulty. So he says, listen, if anything, he's going to get up and give him what he needed because he continues to keep asking. He continues to keep on knocking. And the scripture goes on to say, "And I say unto you, ask and it shall be given you, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be open." And I wanted to encourage all of you that are in the process, that your knocks may be starting to get faint. You may be starting to feel weak, banging on that door. Listen, I am encouraging you to keep on knocking. It may have felt like a long time, but guess what? Sometimes the things behind the door have not been prepared for you yet. They have not been prepared in the way that they need to be, so that when you open the door, that room is set. Listen, I'm encouraging you, keep on knocking on that door until you hear that unlock on the other side. And that's when you're going to know that it is time to twist the knob and walk in. Listen, I know it's not easy. Sometimes it's very hard being persistent, being consistent, but I'm telling you, if you stand firm at that door, if you do not walk away from that door in due season, you will hear that lock unlock from the other side. And this is why it is so important that you stick and stay, because listen, when the time comes and everything is prepared on that other side, the entry is immediate. There's no time to waste. There's no time for someone to wait for you to come back to the door to walk in, because once it's done and prepared, that's when it is time to take action. So if you are in the process and you've been faithful to the process, but you are feeling weak, you are feeling a little low, listen, keep on banging, keep standing firm, and know that eventually the door will be open. Listen, know that I love you guys. I appreciate you for listening every Monday. Listen, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Listen, share with somebody else. Share with somebody that you know may be going through. They may be struggling with their process. You see them and they're being faithful, and you want to give them something to encourage them. Prayerfully, I hope this encouraged you, because listen, this was a message for me, because I'm also in the process. I'm also being persistent and consistent. And sometimes, listen, I get tired, but guess what? I understand from what Jesus said, from what what the scripture said, from what life has taught me, if we keep on banging on that door, eventually that lock will be unlocked from the other side, and then we'll be able to twist that knob and walk through. Love you guys, and until the next time we share a meal together, until next Monday, shalom.